Yayo, ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Are you recording now? Mm-hmm. I fucking love Dr. Anthony Shaw.
He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
Everyone, hello. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast.
Welcome.
It's a podcast. It's a virtual tour of the One Piece world, culture, fandom,
Anime.
all the
Have
good
you guys
things.
heard of anime?
Anime? Welcome to the anime world. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fun Piece Podcast. It's me. I'm Matt.
Hi. I'm Mike.
That's Mike. And
Do you think Billy Ray Cyrus has a sister named Anime Cyrus? That's a legitimate question.
maybe he
My
has.
name's Anime.
Maybe he has.
My brother likes 18-year-old girls.
He's.
He'll only date them if they're friends with his daughter.
Maybe he has.
Is this offensive?
Maybe he has a cousin named Mangasiris.
That was a stretch.
All right. Episode 85.
Hey everybody, welcome to
No.
the podcast. That would be the fastest we got into recapping episodes ever. If we
They-
started just now.
They aren't that lucky.
No, sorry.
Though I guess
everyone.
the people listening to this are a very specific kind of psychopath that
Yeah.
want to hear us.
Hey everyone, we were remote last week. We're back in person, and we've been in keeping in line with Dr. Correja. We're drinking some plum wine.
Plum wine.
Woo.
Matt's drinking the plum wine. He's placing it back down.
I am. I'm in my little Dale mug.
Yeah.
You've got a chip mug.
I got a Chip. The
Chip and Dale.
historian decided that I'm Chip and Matt is Dale.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's what we are.
You guys know what it means. I think that means I'm John Mulaney.
And I'm Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Is that track?
I'm the hot rod.
Wait, don't people hate John Mulaney?
Wait,
I can't
haven't-
fucking keep up with shit.
I haven't seen the new Chip and Dale
What the
remake.
fuck?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
But John Mulaney made the mistake that a lot of men on the internet have made recently, which is making their
Sexually
careers.
assaulted- oh.
Well, that
Maybe not a lot, but
Did he
a select few
who
that
did-
are popular on the
Who
internet.
did he masturbate in front of?
a handful of men recently who have based part of their career around being wife guys have then cheated on said wife.
Oh, John Mulaney.
John Mulaney.
Ned.
Flanders? Is that what you're going to say?
No.
Ned Flanders would never.
Ned Flanders would never. His wife died.
Yeah. She did.
She did.
We'll cover that on our Simpsons, on Sims Fun.
Simps, son.
Fun.
We are the Simp Sons.
Oh.
Anyway, that's the name of our. You can't take that. TM. You can't take the name of that.
Cut
as
this
a
out.
con-
Just bleep it all.
No, I'm not gonna
Cut this
cut.
whole conversation.
I'm not gonna cut it out. But hey, if you guys, this is a Simpsons podcast now. Anyway, hey everybody. A lot's been going on with One Piece. We have finished the second half of the Drum Island
Island.
arc, which is very exciting. We
Yeah.
are now up to episode 91, which is very. We're almost about to hit 100.
Yeah.
100.
We're at like a measurable percentage of the way through One Piece.
Yeah, and this is our 19th podcast episode. It's the 18th canonical episode.
'Cause
but
sometimes we
19th
have
'cause
filler.
We do have a filler, just like One Piece.
Just like One Piece.
So we're getting closer and closer to episode 21, where the podcast will be able to drink, and then 25, where we'll be able to rent a car, and then 35, where we'll be able to run for office.
I mean, if we're going to have a 21-year-old drinking, I mean, we're drinking already, but we're going to cook, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a cooking episode.
Should we rent a car for episode when we're
Or
at
should we
episode 25?
podcast from a car?
At the very least, we'll tell them we rented a car. Listeners, cover your ears. We'll tell
Cover
them
your- yeah.
that we rented a car, and then we'll not actually rent a car because I don't want to pay for that, and then we'll just record inside of a car
Yeah.
while driving to an anime store?
Are there anime
Hey,
stores?
I don't fucking
guys,
know.
you're missing the obvious answer. We literally live up the road from a pirate museum.
It's true.
Should we record a One Piece podcast inside of the Wida Pirate Museum?
I've
I've been in there. I got the
letting everyone know where we are.
Don't dox us.
We could.
They know we're on Cape Cod. It's not big.
Yeah, we have talked about that. It is quite large. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes at least like an hour and a half
Didn't
to drive from
Blackbeard
one
hang
end
out
to
at
the
like Martha's Vineyard or something?
Edward Teach.
Edward Teach?
We could talk about it. Anyway, we should
Eddie
Teach. Eddie Teach. We should jump into talking about this because, damn,
Oh, yeah,
we have a
there's a
lot
lot.
to talk about. And Tony Chopper's backstory is fucking tragic.
Yeah. I
We
actually
love
had-
that little man.
I do have one more thing to say, though.
Yeah,
Episode 85, Chopper Origins. Background
he's got a blue
MVP.
nose.
Background MVP, multiple concussions.
That's for sure. It starts with Chopper doing some science stuff, and he does a Sam Raimi Spider-Man lunch tray catch with a bunch of science equipment.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's balancing all on his hooves.
Yeah, he throws like all of it gets thrown in the air because he gets nervous, and then he catches all of it. Like,
Did you know that he did that in one take?
Yes, but he did it in one take, but it was there were a lot of takes to get to that take. He
What?
didn't do it the first try.
Dr. Tony Chopper?
Oh, Dr. Tony.
Yeah, he did it in one take.
Dr. Anthony Chopper did that science stuff catch in one take.
One
Absolutely.
take.
Tobey Maguire did it in way more.
They actually were considering Tobey Maguire for the role of Dr. Anthony Chopper.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He just didn't have the mouth for it. We get into Chopper's backstory,
Everything else though, he had the body, the
the hooves,
childlike
the
sense
antlers,
of wonder.
the rotund, adorable physique, and the ability to transform.
Dr. Toby Maguire. Anyway, Luffy tries to tickle Chopper, and then again tries to gaslight him into just joining the crew, being like, "You're on my crew now. You're on my crew."
I feel like we know when somebody's going to be on the crew when he just says, "You're on my crew."
Yeah,
He
'cause
hasn't
they
said
have
that to
no
Vivi.
choice. He hasn't because he doesn't want Vivi for the crew.
Yeah, he's not into that.
Sorry,
He
Vivi
wants the duck, though.
Vivi is a very capable person,
Mm-hmm.
much like Sanji. She is a capable person, definitely more capable than Sanji. She can get shot and keep going.
Yeah.
She's the head of an entire country.
Yeah.
Not fit to be in the crew.
No, she's
She's too good for that.
Mental health, too good.
Way too good at mental health.
Way too good. Yeah.
Yeah, and she doesn't have that group mind like an improv troupe where she gets on the boat
Oh,
and she's
fuck,
like,
they are just a bunch of theater kids,
they're
aren't they?
literally just an improv troupe hanging out on a pirate ship. That's all they are. And it was literally like we were sorry, spoilers. Not really. Whatever. We were watching episode 91 where like they're on the boat going and like Nami and Chopper are like
Everybody's
watching.
talking over each other.
Everyone's talking over each other. Fucking and Nami's on the outside with Chopper just being like, "Hey, you don't need to be scared. Like it's going to be okay. You'll get used to it." And
Nami's like the tech person.
Nami's like the tech person for the improv troupe where she like actually like makes the thing happen. I don't know if I'm
No, it's fine. Listen, Matt and I both did improv.
We did.
And it's why we're going to hell.
yeah.
It's like being a billionaire. You can't do improv and be a good person.
I don't know about that. Yeah, man, that's me. I don't know. Will we ever do improv again? I don't know. Who's to
It's
say?
basically improv.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
I
we-
guess
We
so.
played D&D.
we do.
It's like
Yeah.
pure version of improv.
Anyway, Sanji comes out and he says, "I've prepared this extra nutritious and fortifying meal to help you get back on your feet, Nami." And then
Miss Nami.
Sanji's like, "I also made some
It's
for
the
you,
best
Dr.
pizza.
Kureha." As she slaps him the fuck up.
In New York.
He's like, "I made some for you, old lady." And she's like,
Oh, sorry, I got his voice right. Yeah, you see, I got this food for you. Ready.
and she says, "I'm a swinging single, still in the prime of my youth."
I'll say, hey, readers, listen, crewmates, all you One Pieceites, write in.
What are we,
Dr.
What are,
Kureha?
what are our fans who listen?
Morons.
No, hey, you're not morons. We love you. We love you very much. We love you all very much. Thank you for listening
It's my
and for
villain arc.
communicating with us. We've got some
No, we do
emails
love you.
later. Very excited. Thank you.
You're very
Again.
smart. Give us money. Send us money somehow. We don't have an avenue.
We don't have an avenue for that.
But if you have like 30 grand, I need a new roof.
If you have $55,187, I would love that. Anybody out there just willing to part with that much money? Exactly.
I don't hear anybody.
No.
No.
Damn.
Fuck, okay.
I'll keep working. I'll get there when in 7 years it'll be
Yeah.
gone.
Woo! Hey,
Anyway.
but really, yeah,
Should
right
I cut
in.
that out?
I don't know if you want.
Whatever. Doesn't
My
mean
social security number is Dr. Correa smash or pass. Write in with your email. Just say smash or pass. We'll know.
Please. Yeah, just say smash or pass, please. We
It's
need
all
to know.
smash here. It's all
It's
smash
all
here.
smash. Oh fuck! I have a note about this like way later in my notes. About smashing or passing Dr. Correa. Oh my goodness!
I bet Dalton cries after sex.
Yeah, Dalton and her, I think are gonna get it. I think they're gonna definitely get it.
Usopp definitely would cry after sex.
But it like okay, so smashing.
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 I can't do a Tim Curry.
Smashing Dr. Correa would just be a vicious cycle because you'd smash, she would break your body, then you would be injured, she would heal you with her doctor powers, then you would owe her money, you would smash again as payment, hurt again, she has to heal you again. It's a vicious cycle. You know? You smash because you need to pay for the doctors.
Because you smash.
Because you smash the doctor.
For paying for the doctor.
For paying for the doctor. It's a vicious cycle. I was trying to
It'd be
allude
worth
that
it.
to... Yeah, anyway.
I don't...
Luffy tries to tickle.
I don't...
Gaslight
Hold on.
again.
Hold on. Cover your ears.
Yep, ears are covered.
That doesn't sound like a bad cycle to me.
I'm just laughing outside of that. I'm not laughing because of anything you just said.
Matthew, you can uncover your ears now.
What? I can't hear you. I'm definitely not listening.
Uncover your fucking ears.
Okay, I'm back. Anyway, Sanji gets beat up by Dr. Correa. We learn about Dr. Hiraluk. Hiraluk or Look?
Here, Luke.
Hiraluk?
Here, Luke. Here, Luke.
He was Chopper's adopted dad and gave him his name.
Only friend and the fucking bomb ass hair. It's like he wore 4 top hats on every end of his head.
So fucking good. He shows up for the first time in a flashback, and he comes down a chimney and he's got a gun.
Yeah. And then he turns the guy into a fucking frog.
And he goes, "Whoops, sorry, you should have used the frog extract." Hiraluk's the best doctor I've ever seen outside of Correa.
He's very good.
He's very good.
He's at least the second best doctor we've seen. Third best doctor we've seen.
He, yeah.
Fourth
So,
best doctor we've seen. Forgot about Dr. Grandpa.
that's true.
Do you think Tony Chopper meets Dr. Grandpa? This is why
I
we
would-
can't have short podcasts.
This is true. I would hope so. I would, for a second, one of the 20 MDs looked like Dr. Grandpa, and I was like, maybe it's a cousin. Definitely not him though. But all of in this flashback where Correa's talking about Chopper's past. You hear about Hiraluk, and you see him turn a guy into a frog, and then he and Hiraluk have a showdown on the bridge, and you learn that they're the last 2 doctors left in the country
that aren't on the 20
that
MDs.
aren't on the 20 MDs. No 22 MDs. No way.
Yep. 20 MDs coming this fall to Fox.
Gross. We see that Ointment works on broken bones. I hate beefed up Chopper so much. I'm sorry.
I love dirty, nasty little boy Chopper. I love it when he's a cute little guy. I love it when he's a fucked up big guy.
I hate fucked up big guy Chopper so
Oh, he
bad.
gets
He's
the
so,
man
he's
ears.
so gross.
It's the man ears, isn't it?
I hate it so much. I hate it so
like,
much.
hey, look at my man ears.
And you're like, stop
there,
it! You
Luffy."
have a fucking beard. And he's like, oh my god, it's me. I'm still Chopper. Look at my fucking beard. Do you think Chopper ever goes through puberty? Moving forward, do you think Chopper ever goes through
Hey, Google?
puberty?
Dude, reindeer go through puberty?
I just thought, but it's like it's not a real.
Well, he got the
reindeer.
man fruit, not the boy fruit.
It's the human
fucking-
fruit. Human fruit.
Human. No, I don't.
Human fruit.
Male reindeer can reach puberty at 6 months, so he's already done with it. By the time he ate the human fruit, he probably already
He
went
was
through
already
puberty.
done. Yeah, but like,
Wait, how long do reindeer live?
well, he took the human fruit, so he's probably now going to live however long a human would last, right? Right? Whatever. Isn't it only been like canonically like 3 years?
He's
When
been
it's
a
caught
doctor
up.
for 6 years. 15 years in the wild, 20 years in captivity.
He
He's
has
fine.
been training in the medical profession for 6 years. He hasn't been a doctor for 6 years.
So he's been alive long. Guys, how long is the time skip? We know that happens. Spoilers.
All right.
But-
Okay, so from the start of the series to where
Is the
they are
post time
now,
skip Chopper just dead?
about 3 years in time have passed from the start of the series to where they are now, including the time skip.
So we're gonna see geriatric
Where's this
Chopper.
time skip happen? Why do you both keep talking about a time skip?
She's mentioned the time skip.
It
Friend of the show,
happens. Like,
Casey, has
that's-
mentioned a time
yeah,
skip.
it's a long running series. Of course,
It's a
there's a
shonen
time skip.
I think
anime.
Eleanor talked about a time skip as well in one of her
Time
emails.
skip.
Because I know Naruto has
Mangasiris.
Sorry, Naruto. What? What did you just
I
say?
said Mangasiris because we were talking about anime Cyrus.
Guys, I'm quitting the podcast.
Anyway, fucking Hirlook just takes his fucking clothes off and hangs them off his dick in
What
the middle,
a fucking
in
professional.
the middle of a blizzard.
Because he knows the only way to relate to this little man is to be totally nude and defenseless.
Just standing in the woods with a fucking. Why do you have to have like a raging boner to
you-
like? He was just like.
It was
"Oh,
on
God."
his suit. It was on his bag. And also, you've
It was
never
not. It was a
you've
hand.
never been completely nude facing a man reindeer in the woods with a full erection, Matt. Really? You're gonna like sit on that fucking high horse?
child.
No,
He's
no,
a
no.
child.
Matt and I had this argument when he watched this original episode because he did. He like freaked out and he was like, "Why is he just getting nude?" Here's the thing. That is a legitimate thing proven in nature and science, i.e., beluga whales. And I know Matt looked at me like I was a freak for saying this, but it is documented in the wild. Researchers work with beluga whales. If they get in the water in wetsuit or clothes, the belugas go away. If they jump in that water butt fucking naked, belugas stay around. Belugas are the perverts, not Dr. Hirolic.
So would you say then Chopper's a pervert because he came back when he saw the naked old man?
It's a vulnerability thing. It's
Yeah,
100%
it makes
a
sense. What if
vulnerability
there was a
thing.
fucking like
Chopper's a
alien that
pervert
came down?
converted.
It was covered with a bunch of like technology and shit. But then the alien.
Chopper's a pervert confirmed.
Then Matthew, the alien walks up to you and its little blue alien plepis is sticking out, and you're like, oh yeah, he's just like me.
Chopper's a pervert confirmed. Chopper gets fixed up. He's eating bread. He's crying a lot.
Okay,
And then immediately Hirolook gives Chopper his hat.
a different hat.
Because it's well, yeah,
He gives him a
different
top hat.
I for a second I was like, does Hirolook give Chopper his hat? But then I was like, oh, I know, it's a different hat.
Yeah.
And then Chopper's like, why aren't you scared of me? I'm a talking reindeer. And Hirolook's like, so you can talk. So what?
Yeah. I'm not impressed by that.
I'm not impressed.
Little kids can talk. Yeah. You schmuck.
And then he names him. He names him Chopper. He says, I named you because
blowing up his house.
he says, it looks like you can chop down trees with your antlers. Where did the Tony come from?
It sounded good. Doesn't it sound good?
I mean, yes,
Say
it
it,
sounds
say
good.
it.
Anthony Chopper.
Sounds good.
Tony Chopper. I hope someone calls him Anthony Chopper. Does anybody? Or is it only Tony Chopper? Historian, please. Don't ruin our whole world.
Big Dr. Chops.
His name is Anthony Chopper. I don't know where the Anthony came from.
I said it.
You, where did Tony come from?
Anthony.
See,
Tony.
Tony Stark Chopper.
Yeah.
We see a montage of Hirolook and Chopper running away from Wample's guys. Hirolook gives Chopper his hat after
Oh,
they
you
make
forgot
up
the
for
cherry
fighting.
blossoms.
This guy's gonna die so badly, isn't he? Is what I said when I was just like, Hirolook's gonna
when
die.
he's not in the present.
I was like, when it's back in the present or whatever, Hiruluk's gonna fucking die so bad. I'm so nervous.
We do. Hiruluk does mention a story about a man who was very sick with a heart condition, who traveled the world trying to find a cure and went to multiple doctors, and then eventually saw some cherry blossoms and was so moved that his emotions healed him.
He's really on some like holistic, fake fucking medicine bullshit, right?
You know, if it works, it works.
I mean, it works too. It's interesting because I feel like he is a classically trained doctor, and he does practice actual doctor things.
Where did...
Actually, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't do a single doctor thing.
He makes a bomb.
He makes a lot of bombs.
Maybe he's a bomb doctor.
He spent 30 years
He's definitely one of those
blowing up his house trying to make food dye.
Yeah, he did. He's definitely one of those crunchy granola. Not that I'm against. I'm not against holistic
So I just
medicine.
shot Matt a look because he
not-
knew I was going to call it.
I'm not against holistic medicine. I think that's fine, but I don't think it's something that can. Sorry, we're getting like into the weeds here. I don't think holistic medicine can be a replacement for modern medicine, but I do think it is a valuable thing.
Hey, Matt, question for you.
Yeah.
If your leg is broken
Yep.
and the doctor sets a bomb off on you and you die, is your leg a problem anymore?
No, but
Boom.
also then the rest of my body is now bleeding out more.
But
I
you're
re-
dead. So is it your problem, really?
I just
this is
love...
a bad argument.
No, this is a fucking... This is so good because I didn't say shit. And you just started talking about... You said... I don't know. You said something. And then you started to craft a straw man in your own head about who's going to come at you for this.
A hey man.
Hey, man. Hey, boy.
A hey boy.
Hey, boy.
If anyone's seen the Weird Al movie, it's really great. You should
We know
watch
one
it.
of you has.
Yep. Hey, I'm glad you're sticking around, everyone. I feel like
We're going to get
I feel
more
like I've been having
into
some-
Matt's conservative views soon.
I'm I work in the fucking theater, man. I'm a fucking left Democratic boy.
I'm
I
really
just
defensive
don't-
over there about this.
I'm just fucking. I don't know.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know who this is for anymore. I don't know what this is. Now I feel like I'm being put on blast right now.
Hey
on our
guys,
very own podcast.
can we talk about anime again?
Hey, yes, absolutely. I just want to finish my thought and just say I'm definitely an empath. So I try to see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying.
I don't believe in vaccinating your children. Episode 86.
Do you want to stand by that, Mike?
No, we have to go back to 85 because
Yeah, there's still things to do.
yeah, don't vaccinate your kids or your dogs.
What the? You should spay and neuter your pets. Folks.
Electromagnets.
This is
buy
true.
rocks.
You know who should have been spayed and neutered?
Me?
Chopper.
Maybe it was.
Maybe he was. Who's to say? Hiruluk tells Chopper to be a pirate because your problems don't matter when you're on the sea. Luffy confirms in the present. Going back into the past, after a year, Chopper's healed, and Doctor's like, sweet, bye, and then tries to shoot him and kicks him out of the fucking castle. He shoots him with guns. And then we cut back, and then Hiruluk's like, gonna die in 10 days. He spent 30 years trying to make cherry blossoms grow because they saved him when he almost died.
He was the guy.
He was a criminal. Look at him.
And I think all criminals should be put to death on death row.
Should I cut out all that other stuff?
What the vaccinate? Don't vaccinate your kids.
What? Yes, vaccinate your kids. Don't listen to Mike. Vaccinate. Take your fucking vaccinations, everyone. Gall.
Vaccinate your grandparents first.
We're gonna stop talking about this. Episode 86.
I'm-
Chopper learns about Hiruluk
I'm
and
not going to stop talking about it.
takes action to try to save him from dying in 10 days. And he's researching. He finds out there's a special mushroom that can heal everything. So he goes on an adventure to find the mushroom. He bows to a hiking bear.
He does.
He jumps through the air gracefully like a leaping reindeer.
And then he gets fucked up by who I'm going to just assume was his dad.
Yeah.
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 Just because that would be more tragic than if it was just a random reindeer.
Do you think he was like Vixen?
I bet it was Donner.
Yeah.
Donner seems like a real
Fucking
chode of a
Donner.
deer.
Yeah.
addition to emailing Smash or Pass, email which reindeer you think just
Yeah.
is in
Fucked up
the
job.
absolute worst.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. That was my Jingle All the Way reference for the night. There will be more.
Is it a?
Put the cookie down.
Oh, it's because you did the
No.
voice.
Yeah. Well, he says it just like that when he's running down the road on his way to the radio station, which is definitely not how radio station competitions work. Anyway, Chopper gets beat the fuck up by a reindeer. Let us
really
know.
fucked up.
Let us know which reindeer you think beat the fuck up Chopper. He gets an Amyodake mushroom on the other side of a huge gorge.
Try it again.
Amyodake?
Sure. I don't know.
Amiudake mushroom.
This fucker crawls back with one working leg. His other leg bent the wrong way,
And one working mushroom.
and one of his horns is gone. Yep. And he crawls in, and I saw this image once
It's fine
before.
if his antlers are gone because they grow back.
grow
It's a
back.
fucking reindeer.
But they don't grow back because somebody fucking at some point reattaches it with like a piece of metal. Have you noticed that?
no.
Oh, yeah. He's got like his other antler that broke off is just reattached with metal.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Interesting.
Huh. And he just walks in. He just goes, mushroom. And you're like, oh. And then I cried a lot.
Yeah. Because here,
If you didn't cry during this episode, you're a bad person.
here, look, is a big hug.
Did you cry during this episode?
I did cry. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was very emotional.
I ugly cried. I had to take a walk. I couldn't breathe. Don't vaccinate your kids.
Flashback. We see Wapple in the present day saying he's going to spread a rumor that all the 20 MDs are ill. So that here, look. I guess it's not it's the same time.
Yeah.
Wapple spreads rumors that 20 MDs are ill. We jump back over. Here looks eating the mushroom soup that he. And then he looks at his experiment, and his experiment is completed. His 30 years of work.
Success.
He finally made pink
Food dye.
food dye. We're so proud of him.
We don't know that food dye existed in this world before, and I don't know how to make food dye, so maybe it is a explosive process.
I feel like if you just like squish something with color, like pigment, if you squish anything with pigment into a thing that will absorb it, that's food dye.
Yeah.
As long as it's food. Like if I were to squish a cranberry
Is snow food?
into rice, it'll turn a little red, maybe
Is-
a little pink.
Is snow food?
Snow?
Yeah.
This is a great question. Is water food?
Yes.
All right, well then snow is food, yes.
Snow's not water.
Snow is crystallized water.
It's too hard to be water.
Is
It's not wet enough to be water.
it
becomes water.
It's water.
It's H2O. It's not water.
It's definitely water. Historian, tell us, is snow food?
Is Ice Cube food?
Yeah.
Then yes, snow is food.
Hell yeah.
Ice Cube is seasoning.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Ice Cube is water croutons.
Alexa, is snow seasoning?
No snow's expected.
No, snow's expecting tonight. I'm sorry
Don't dox us.
I'm sorry for everyone on the internet that if you have an Alexa, shut the fuck. If you have one of those, I'm sorry if that started going off when I just yelled that. I apologize, and I thank you for continuing to listen to this garbage.
Wait, Matt. I just got an update from Pirate HQ. The mushroom was poison.
It was. Here, look, begs Correa to teach Chopper and make cherry blossoms bloom.
Maybe cherry blossoms.
And then Here, look, takes off and bum rushes the town with bombs.
Yeah, he just blows some shit up, and then he's like, "I'll save the doctors."
Yep. Correa finds Chopper, and we learn, the mushroom is poison. When ingested, it kills you in half a
beats-
day.
Beats the fucking tar out of Chopper.
She does. She's so mad.
We should mention Correa is clearly the strongest human alive,
Absolutely. She beats the fuck out of everyone.
and like everyone's scared of her.
Yeah. She's also quite attractive.
Yeah, yeah.
Historian?
You guys already asked. I already said it was a solid smash on Korea.
Mash. Here, look, goes to the castle for it to be his grave. Um,
And he's so happy when he realizes the doctors are okay.
Yeah.
And then does he blow himself up?
he definitely does.
He drinks something and then explodes. And he
Probably
says,
has some sake. And
He's
he
like,
says,
"Don't worry, Chopper." Oh, you're gonna say what he says?
Well, I was going to say first he asked the question, when do you think a person dies?
Oh,
And he says, a man dies
Dies
when people forget him. And I won't be dying anytime soon. And then he blows up.
I live on in the heart of Dr. Tony Chopper.
While he's saying that, Dalton is very inspired by Hero Look. He says, very soon a monster will come. He's my son. And then he toasts and blows up. Mm-hmm. And then Chopper shows up. He goes full rampage mode, and Dalton.
Yeah, he hulks out.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Do you think something like? I wonder if that's going to be a thing. I wonder if like Chopper has an unbridled rage that he can't control.
Well, I mean, this was 6 years prior. I think that he,
Maybe
at the
trained.
time, probably had a unbridled fury, Hulk-like rage that made him big boy Chopper. But then you saw he shows restraint later. He can literally like change form from like moment to moment. When he was
Yeah.
fighting Wapol later, he's like boom, boom, boom,
I've
boom.
got a theory about that
Okay.
because he says 7.
7 forms.
7
Yes.
forms.
7 forms. I saw 7 birds.
Okay. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We will.
Fucking Ave Maria plays.
Uh-huh.
Fuck off.
There's no
Like that shouldn't be emotional. That should be like trite and redundant. It's like, oh, I've seen it done, but nope, it worked. And then a deer stops a deer,
Yeah, Dalton stops,
but he's a
Chopper.
bison.
Or an
something.
ox. He
Or
had
an
the ox fruit. I don't know what Dalton is. He's a little of he's a man. He's an ox. He's everything. He's everything that the country needs.
Oda watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and was like, this could be more violent. I want to hurt this child more.
Who's the big man with the beard?
Yukon Cornelius?
Yeah, it's basically just like if Yukon Cornelius
Was a doctor.
and Rudolph fucked.
Where are you?
You
What?
get Dalton.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, it's been 6 years since then. Walpole's back. 87, episode 87.
I didn't give.
We finished our first episode.
episode 8.
Or second episode.
My episode title for episode 86 was "My Fucking Heart
Yep.
is Breaking."
Uh-huh.
Background MVP, obviously Hiking Bear.
Oh,
Duh.
I fucking
Episode 87.
Yes.
These pirate colors don't run.
These colors don't run.
Background MVP was episode 86. Because the first half of this episode is episode 86.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
I'm going to get more plum wine.
Okay, you feeling Tommy off, baby? Wapol is telling Kureha to get out of his castle, and Luffy's like, fuck no, this guy's mine. And then Luffy goes running forward and punches Wapol square in the fucking face and almost launches him off of the top of the mountain,
Off the top of the mountain.
but gets caught by Curry Mamimo and Chess.
Hooray, mommy, mama.
And Sanji's just sitting there like in like front gates just being like, ugh, this guy again. This guy again. And then he goes, hey, Luffy, don't you remember? It's cold. And then Luffy's like, I gotta get a jacket. And then runs away. Which, like, why don't they just not remind him and it'll be fine? Or are they, like, concerned that maybe in battle later he will...
Sorry for burping into the microphone.
It's fine. I did that before.
I think it's because Sanji has an inferiority complex and he likes to belittle other people and make them feel stupid.
Yeah. That's
but
fair.
I still think he's the biggest Straw Hat.
Yeah. Nice. I like that.
We know. We've seen it.
I don't know why I made this reference,
What?
but for some reason I made a reference to there's a video game that for the Wii console called Trauma Center Second Opinion, which I also like to call Super
Anime
Busy
House?
Hospital 2.
I know exactly what this is in reference to.
What is it? Because I don't remember. I just wrote, he will save this patient, and then Trauma Center Second Opinion. Super Busy.
Dr. Hirolook does say the words, I will save this patient.
Yeah.
Verbatim, because I remember wrapping Christmas presents in the same room while you were watching this, and him saying that line and laughing to myself because it's just traumatizing.
Yeah. It's this terrible, terrible game where you play a doctor and like it's all
You
like
get superpowers.
well, no, kinda. It's like all like 2D graphics. Definitely not John Cena, who's listening to this probably has played this game and couldn't draw a star.
I called out.
Sorry, but it's basically a game where you're performing surgeries. But then, like, there's this like weird alien-like parasite creature that is like invading people's bodies. So like, it's becoming more of a thing. And then at one point, you're at like a doctor conference, and you have to like fucking surgically take apart a bomb. It's a great game, but also a terrible game.
So good.
Anyway,
I
Trauma
gotta,
Center.
I gotta up my tangent game because Matt pulled the first tangent out.
We
here.
can play it sometime. It's fun. Anyway, he will save this patient, says Hero Luke. Anyway, Sanji
I'm
looks
gonna
at
be king of the doctors.
Sanji looks at Kureha and says, "Old lady, you gonna fight too?" And then she beats him the fuck up. I'm sure he liked it. She says, "If they're too much to handle, I'll step in. If they're too much to handle, I'll step in. I'm Dr. Kureha." That's my Dr. Kureha voice.
Do you want to hear my Zorro?
Yeah. I would like to hear your Zoro. Do you need a line?
Hey, Luffy. I've got swords. I've got 3 swords. I put one in my mouth, and I don't know which way up is.
Just turn you down. So loud.
Peter.
Luffy gets a
Luffy, did I tell you about that time I played the Tick on TV?
Then
Do you remember when Zorro dated Elaine Bennis off and on?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
And he was a car salesman, and he dated Elaine Bennis.
I,
There's that episode where Zorro and Elaine Bennis are on a plane,
I don't
and they
know.
break up with each other and get back together like
Are
5
you
times.
referencing Seinfeld?
Of course,
I
Seinfeld, the other greatest anime of all time. What's the deal with devil fruit?
Sanji says, "Didn't your mother ever tell you not to hit a lady, especially a hot young one?" And Dr. Kureha's like, "That's more like it." Luffy goes get a coat from Nami, stays in bed. Kurimamimo static clings his hairs over at
Like
Sanji.
what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. He's
What
definitely
the fuck?
he doesn't have a devil fruit, but
It just
like
grosses them
he
out.
just rips his hair off and throws it at people.
He talks about not conditioning.
Luffy comes running in, and Sanji's like, grabs, puts his leg out, and then just like shoots Luffy into Wapol. Sanji's also then at the same time mad at Luffy for wearing Nami's coat. And then Wapol starts a Munch Munch factory where he basically just like
Dude.
recalls what he ate that day.
And becomes it.
It's very strange.
We definitely, this is peak like, I don't think this power was cool. You know what? He can become a house cannon. And then he eats
Kurimamimo and
Dumbo and Fucko there. And I can't be bothered. They're never going to come up again. Bunch of dumb fucking
Once
stupid.
they come back, like all of a sudden they become like the Bulk and Skull of like there's a Power Rangers reference.
There's no. I mean, who would become the Balkan Skull?
Probably the Unluckies. I mean, but they're definitely both dead. Because Sanji.
Well, I
murdered
feel
them.
like the Balkan Skull are Alvida and Buggy.
Yeah, that's fair. We haven't seen them in a bit. Wapol becomes the Wapol House, which I thought he said Waffle House.
Big
and that
House
made me-
of Wapple.
Big old House of Wapol. You ain't never had Wapol House before? They come out of his chest door.
Buttermilk Wapple. Get
Number
some
one
syrup
rule
on
for
your-
Wapol is say what. Number one rule at Wapol House is do what I say or die. He tries to shoot down Hero Luke's flag from the top of the castle. But Luffy gets up there, fixes the flag. He gets shot. He's still holding the flag. And he's like, pirating is no joke. Skull is a symbol of faith.
bum, bum, bum. It's not the end of the episode.
It's not.
But it's pretty badass. It was very like he like gets shot, he's still holding it, and he's standing
So
there.
good.
It's
So
just kind of some stuff happens. But seriously, Fucko and Bucko there combining into one person after getting eaten was very upsetting. How do they get uncombined?
I don't think they do. Also, they were definitely more capable as separate beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I think they're not smart or talented.
Yeah.
I don't think they were hugged enough. And
I
think
mean,
they
Wapple's not hugging them.
not the way they want to be hugged.
Low paw. That's Wapple backwards.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon?
Yeah.
This is a great question, actually. I think I probably have two
Okay.
as my top two. Original Pokemon, 150, 151.
Gotta count Mewtwo.
Top two.
Mew? Is Mew 151? Sorry. Go. Don't think about it. Go.
Top two Pokemon in no particular order are Psyduck
Okay.
and Farfetch'd.
Yeah. Got a thing for birds.
That's
Is
fair.
Karoo your favorite character?
I mean, Karoo's pretty fucking great. I still love Laboon though.
Historian, does he ever make you dress up like a duck?
That's weird. That's a weird question to ask.
All right. Episode 88, 6 out of 7 reindeer flavors. Background MVP, the one guy who mentions the rope.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Good
That
that-
guy's fucking awesome.
Fuck that guy. He's
Fuck-
awesome.
Fuck that guy. He's a fucking man. It starts Luffy's full shadowy face. Bom 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 bom. And he goes, "Hey reindeer, I'm gonna kick Thursday." So my note says, "Hey reindeer, I'm gonna kick thirst guys' butts," but I think it's definitely supposed to be, "Hey reindeer, I'm gonna kick these guys' butts." But it's, which I think is funny. So the thirst guys' butts. What?
Nothing. I was just looking at that picture of Wapple naked again
What?
that I sent you guys
Where?
last week
What?
on Discord.
There's a naked picture of Wapple on Discord?
Wapple.
Wapple?
Wapple.
Folks, there's a naked picture of Wapple on...
Oh, no, sorry. No, I just sent it to the historian.
What the fuck? You didn't send it to me?
I didn't think you could handle it. Do you
Why
want
are
to see
you
it?
sending naked photos of Wapple to... You gotta put it on Twitter now.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, fucking Twitter's a wild, wild west now, baby. You
Oh,
can
that's
do whatever you want.
true. That
Um,
sad man bought it.
Sanji tries to help start to fight Wapple and his joined boys.
What episode are we
His joined 88. But his back breaks out, and then Kureha's like, okay, and kicks him in the spine. And she's like, don't you do shit.
And then the fucking weird fusion Fucko Bucko.
I like Fucko Bucko. That's
Fucko
good.
Bucko just starts verbally accosting Chopper, being like, "You're little, you suck, nobody likes you, you don't have any friends, and you're dumb. And
Yep.
we fucked your mom." They said that in the show.
And
It
then,
was crazy.
then Chopper pulls out a rumble ball.
And a gun. No, he just pulls out.
He doesn't pull out a gun. He pulls out a rumble ball, and
imagine?
immediately I was like, rumble ball? What's this going to do?
And then it immediately just goes to, "Hey, Dalton."
Yeah, for the first time in like 6 episodes, we cut back to Vivi.
We're like, "Oh yeah, these guys."
And the 20 MDs want to treat Dalton because they're doctors, and you know they want to help people. Hiralook taught them to never give up. Hiralook is the one who trained. No, he didn't train them.
No, he just said some inspiring
he
shit.
just blew himself up in front of them.
Yeah.
That's still pretty inspiring. If a dude blew himself up in front of you, but was like, live your life, YOLO. Like, would you?
I'd remember it.
Yeah, you'd remember it. Would you like
I definitely
take
think
that
about
as
it a
your
lot.
new mantra?
Depends how cool he was.
Yeah.
If he had hair like that. I don't know. Maybe homegrown terrorism is the answer.
Oh,
That's what One Piece is teaching
I
us.
feel like maybe we shouldn't spread that news.
What?
Rumble Ball lasts 3 minutes.
I feel like we're moving past that pretty quick.
Yeah, we are.
We learned about zone type devil fruit transformations, and they've only got 3 forms.
3 forms with the Zoan type Devil Fruit. However, the Rumble Ball unlocks 4 more
He
transformations.
pops that fucking
goes,
jawbreaker. Crunch, crunch. And we got there's a cool fight where he's transforming. He's got leg boost, weight boost, jump boost, fur boost, arm boost, and brain boost.
Yes.
Brain boost is fucking hilarious because he puts his hands out like he's gonna fucking Masenko beam him.
Yes.
And Luffy's just like, he's gonna shoot a laser.
Yeah.
And Sanji's like, he's not gonna shoot a laser.
He's just like, he's gonna shoot a laser. He's gonna shoot a laser. And I was just sitting there like, if this fucking tiny reindeer does a special beam cannon right now,
Can you imagine?
I would have lost my fucking shit. That
So-
would have skyrocketed him into the top of my loving of characters. If he did a special beam cannon, I would have been like, Chopper's the best. Everyone can fuck off. But he didn't. So he didn't do that. He didn't become the top of my list. Sorry.
So
I do love him though.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I saw 6 forms
Okay.
because brain boost is his default.
Well, yeah.
So what's the 7th?
7th form.
Because he just goes back to arm boost to punch him in the chin. 'Cause
Historian.
He figures out his weak point, and then he.
Historian. Well, I think that might be
Am
the
I
form
wrong?
though. The 7th form might
Is-
be like his brain blasting form.
Yeah.
Historian.
Hold on, I'm trying to make sure that I don't accidentally.
Spoil something.
I'm trying to see if it's actually.
Is there a 7th form?
If he eventually in like 400 episodes actually shoots a special beam cannon,
Oh my god.
cool that would be awesome.
What if he's got like pro gamer boost?
He's got RGB all over.
Yeah.
So he got under the shorts. It's just a bunch of RGB lighting.
His antlers turn into headphones.
I don't want to accidentally spoil something.
Okay, but we've only seen 6 of the 7.
That's what I'm trying to remember, honestly.
All right. Write in, but don't spoil anything, but write in and explain everything to us, but don't spoil anything, but tell us what's happening without spoiling anything.
Yeah, let us know not spoiler things. Instead of special beam canning, he hoofprint Roseo's Chess Marimo's weak chin spot, killing him. Murdered.
Glass chin.
Cut back. Vivi wants to go up the mountain. Usopp speaks fucking reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think there might be confusion, and you think that there's only 6. Brain point is his most like common, but walk point when he's just on all fours
So
is
that's
its
his default, his walk point?
no walk point when he's like a reindeer.
I thought that was a leg boost.
No, leg boost is its own
Because he was still just a
Thing.
reindeer.
He got
when he-
thick legs. He is a little advanced.
jump point is its own thing, and
But
then
there was
there's
also-
arm point,
There's also the leg one.
jump point.
Hey,
Well,
everybody, if you're listening to this, please write in and let us know what the fuck we need to know about Chopper's forms so we can
I
complete this
won't
argument.
stop coming up with conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy
Luffy was switched with a lizard person. What?
Yes,
His skin is actually just
Okay,
wrapped
so
around
he
a
runs
gooey
at
sheet
him, and it's
lizard
leg
person.
boost. Then he goes weight boost to get buff, which
Mm-hmm.
is his weird human form. Then he does jump boost. Are those
there's tiny baby chopper,
hiding something
which
from
is
us?
brain boost.
She's
Yeah.
hiding something from
There's
She got shifty
there's
eyes.
other things I'm trying not to spoil. So there's
rug boost.
2-legged baby chopper,
Baby Chopper.
brain
Brain chopper.
brain chopper.
Brain Chopper. That's one.
Leg point is
Leg
when he is on
4 legs.
4 legs.
4 legs.
Well, walk point. Sorry, walk, point,
Walk.
is
Okay.
when he's on 4 legs, hanging out, like when he's hauling the sleigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walk
When
point.
he's wearing shorts but trying to be undercover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't want his little.
Heavy point is
Heavy.
his human form when he has ears that Matt doesn't like.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Kill it.
Guard point is when he becomes that giant puffball.
Nice.
Like he becomes that cotton ball that just absorbs
He
damage.
becomes a koosh ball.
Yeah.
He becomes
I bought one of those.
a
recently.
koosh ball. There's
Shout out Koosh Balls. Sponsor the pod.
there's jump
Yeah.
point, which is when he gets like very weird, lanky Kingdom Hearts boss.
Yeah, when he jumps to get mushrooms. He
Yep.
jumps over a gorge, a whole gorge to get mushroom. Do you think he used a rumble ball to get that mushroom?
There's arm point.
Arm point?
Maybe.
And then
No, because he made that over the 6 years.
what was the one before Jump Point? Horn Point.
Horn Point.
When he just gets super jacked at the top.
Is that only 6? No, that was 7.
That's
That was 7.
That's 7.
Is there an
Did we
8th
see
form?
Horn Point?
Is there an 8th form?
I can't confirm or deny.
Oh, that means there's an 8th form.
So I don't think we saw Horn Point.
I
in that
don't
fight.
believe technically you have seen Horn Point
Okay.
yet. It is mentioned.
What if he gets what if he makes a super rumble ball and then, or like a royal rumble ball? That's a wrestling reference.
I'm very excited for what Chopper does.
I'm going to predict that there is a royal rumble ball that makes him royalty and also gives him
Mike, I'm very excited to
helmet.
see, because you love Chopper now, and I think you're going to continue to love Chopper, but I wonder if you're going to have the same hate I have towards his design later on in the series.
I know what he looks like later on.
I
think I do prefer him now.
cheater. You're a cheater. You shouldn't know that.
Well, sometimes you watch this episode and you're like, I want to buy a cool.
Cheater. You're cheating.
You want to buy a cool Tony Chopper
Chopper.
bucket hat?
Yeah.
Cheating. How dare you?
And then the only merchandise you see is new round head Tony Chopper tiny
Yes.
body.
You know what character you should only be searching and Googling at any point in time to get merch for? Laboon. You don't see no spoilers when you search
I did find you
Laboon.
that Laboon merch.
I did see that. It was
Son
nice.
of a bitch.
There's a lovely little stuffed animal Laboon. I'm not gonna buy it, but it's cute.
You're thinking about it.
I thought that would be cute, but also I got cats. They could destroy it. Anyway, Vivi wants to go up the mountain. Usopp speaks reason, and she says, "You're full of wisdom, Usopp." And then Zoro says, "No, he's not. He's full of crap."
You're
And
taking
then-
on too much.
And then Dalton's fine, and Zoro's like, "Who the fuck is this guy? What is going on?"
Yeah, Zoro's just totally.
Zoro's
lost.
just like, "I have no fucking idea what's going on."
That's why I'm so fucking confused
I'm so
right now.
fucking confused right now. And then Usopp offers his back to carry Dalton, which is hilarious.
He doesn't do a good job.
And then he just like slowly drags Dalton through, and Dalton's just like, "You don't have to do this. It's
Yeah, I
okay.
don't think this is gonna
Like,
work.
This
It's
isn't
not-
gonna work." And he's like, "I got it."
You're embarrassing both of us.
And everyone's
And
just
then
watching.
Fucking Zoro just walks up and picks him up with one arm.
So then Zoro, Usopp, Vivi, and Dalton head off to Gyasta to take the rope up to the top of the mountain. Chopper gets all embarrassed when Luffy calls him friend.
I know. It's
He's like,
adorable. I just wrote the note. Aw, Chopper.
And Luffy's like, "Where'd that Wapple guy go?" End of the episode.
End of the episode. Luffy was very transformation horny. Episode 89. This is the title. My new sex move is going to be called tongue cannon.
I feel very uncomfortable right now.
Matt,
Yeah,
we're adults.
we are.
We have sex. It's fine. It's natural.
I just did a Chopper embarrassed face.
I just think they could have won without the oral.
I still think it could have won without the oral.
Background MVP, Snowbirds, baby. Plugging
No-
up that cannon.
Nami's trying to sneak away. She runs into Wapple. She tells him she's not part of the Straw Hats, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Too bad."
Yeah, he's like, you're lying. We get Wapple's laugh, which I guess we've heard before, but I didn't think much about. But he just goes, wah, 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 wah. Like, he's like, just,
Totska, Totska, Totska.
I don't remember my one from the other night.
It was just like really gushy and growly. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Just full
That was-
Scooby-Doo?
That was definitely, that was definitely it. That first one was definitely it. He eats himself and turns into a bucket.
I just have the note, Wapple R himself.
Yeah, he eats himself and turns
Eat
into
himself.
a bucket, and then all of a sudden he becomes Slim Wapple.
Yeah, he goes from Wario to Waluigi.
Yeah, like in an instant, or I guess in a buck instant.
Yeah, that was like some next level. Listen, listeners. If you guys like Vor, Wapple's for you.
Oh yeah, he's the king of Vor.
He's there for you.
He's not king of drums. He's king of the Vor.
Luffy punches him in the face, kicks him in the face.
Yep,
He
Nami's there.
punches him in the face with his foot.
Yep, and Nami's there, and she's like, "Is that my coat?" And
Charges
then
him with 300% interest.
triple, yeah, what the cost of the coat was, bitch. So that was like 100,000 berries.
Oh, that Nami.
Oh, that
Always
Nami.
like, money.
Money, please. Luffy chases Wapol away after he realizes he doesn't have gun keys. Sanji crawls up to Nami. Whatever.
Dude, no, that was terrifying.
What?
Sanji, like,
It's like, Nami.
so one time, do you know
What?
the movie Land of the Dead?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, it's good.
John Leguizamo.
Was that like Dennis Hopper's one of his last movies?
I don't think it was one of his last movies, no, but that is one of a prominent movie that he was in.
Yeah. So there was a video game of that movie called Land of the Dead: Road to Fiddler's Green.
Nice.
It wasn't a good game. To get a headshot on a zombie, you had to shoot just left of where their head was. Nice. I played that with my brother-in-law, and there's crawling zombies, and one of the crawling zombies lurched forward. They would like launch at you, and it kept the momentum. So this fucker was just going like 120 all around this house, just going just on its like arms crawling around. That's what Sanji did.
Yeah, he did.
Hey guys, go play that game. It's not good, but it's a good time.
We're watching a movie.
Yeah,
George,
also that.
yeah. Was that a George Romero movie?
It was.
It was?
I have a signed poster from a bunch of the cast, including the guy who played Big Daddy.
Hell yeah.
Was that his name?
John Leguizamo?
No, the like main zombie.
Oh, the big zombie.
The hero of the movie.
yeah.
And you
The
can't
zombie-
tell me.
the zombie who learns.
Much like One Piece, that movie is very anti-capitalist.
Absolutely, yeah. Zombies love fireworks, folks.
Zombies love fireworks. Until they don't get distracted by constant media consumption, and then they rise against the fucking corporate elite and take them down.
Yeah.
Just like Luffy would.
Yeah, just like Luffy taking out Wapol and his corporate elite bullshit.
Yeah.
Wapol trying to run away, and he gets a Titan Royals Crown 7 barrel cannon. The cannon has a crown, and I thought that was hilarious. But the cannon
Also looks
doesn't-
like a hippo.
It also looks like a hippo, much like his other weird polar bear hippo thing that
he's-
got blasted away.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll come back somehow, I'm sure.
Sure. Anyway, there's birds. There's snowbirds inside the
Snowbirds.
cannon, so you can't use
So
it.
many fucking snowbirds. Do you think snowbirds are like an infestive species? Like they just
They're like bunnies. Like they just keep fucking.
yeah, or like the mice of this area.
Like they don't poop. They just
Dude, do you
they
think
just shoot
they'll-
out eggs.
Do you think? Shut up. Do you think the lopins? Do you think the lopins reproduce at the rate that like our human world rabbits do?
Historian, do the lopins reproduce?
Dude, because you're gonna
Same
hear those
rate?
things fucking.
They're just like.
Just okay, we should stop that.
and then they stop, and then they eat some carrots, and they're just like.
Every time,
Sorry,
An
this is
avalanche-
probably all bad sounds.
every time an avalanche occurs, a lopin is conceived.
Do you think we're slowly pushing away our audience with our shenanigans?
We're.
Do you think we're getting too comfortable, and now they're going to be like, ugh, we don't want to listen to this anymore?
Listen, if they vaccinate their kids, I don't want them here.
Mike, please stop. Stop spreading bad medical advice like Wapol. Bringing it back. Trust your doctors, folks. Trust your doctors.
Oh,
The
not a
rope
cape.
up to the castle is from Kureha's old house. Isn't that convenient?
I've got a really bad knee, and I insist that I've got like arthritis or
Gout?
something. Maybe I do eat a lot of sugar, but my doctor just tells me to take an ibuprofen and deal with it.
Yeah. Till it gets worse.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
Yeah. I mean, my doctor, never mind. I'm not going to get into this right now. This is a One Piece podcast, not a Matt talks about his
It's a One Piece of medical advice
medical-
podcast.
No, it's not. Don't
Make
listen.
sure to check for lumps
Hey, everyone. You should do that. Yeah, for sure. But don't.
and don't vaccinate your kids. Thank you, Matt. That's what I was gonna say.
I was going to say, don't take any medical advice from Mike. Drum Kingdom's part of the world government. Did you know?
Did you know that if you just crush up graphite from a pencil and pour it in water and then heat it over a stove and drink it, It'll cure diabetes.
Don't do that. Hey, everyone, don't listen to Mike's medical advice. Instead, if you're feeling sick, oatmeal bath. If you've got a fever, oatmeal bath.
I
If
don't
your
like
skin-
holistic medicine. Like, take a dive in the oatmeal bath. Holistic medicine's dumb.
You're having unhealthy thoughts, oatmeal bath. You got shingles, oatmeal bath.
Depressed, oatmeal bath. ADHD,
Historian?
oatmeal bath.
Historian?
Do you watch too much anime? Oatmeal bath.
Watch anime in the oatmeal bath. But don't have the electronic device over the water.
I do watch a lot of anime on my toaster.
Don't. I feel like I need to actually edit this podcast from the amount of bad.
Do you think
medical-
anybody listening to this thinks I'm serious? Just
I
put
don't know.
Put a warning. Don't listen to Mike.
I'll just put it in the description. Don't listen to any of the medical advice that Mike is giving. It's all satirical.
Do you remember that time that Luffy grabbed that guy's face and then he tongue cannoned him?
Tongue cannon was gross. I did not like tongue
I do
cannon
it.
at all. I understand that's your new sex position that you mentioned at the beginning of the episode, but please, don't stop. Dalton's
I
just
won't.
Dalton's puking up blood on the gondola. He also, at the same time as puking
My
up
other
blood,
sex move.
puking blood on the gondola.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good band name.
I was going to say something so bad.
He's also got a case of dynamite along with
Don't
his
say it.
blood puke. Luffy's totally fine after being shot in the chest with a tongue cannon. Do you think?
I'm smiling.
Do you think some of the things that we say in this episode could just be like pulled out as sound bites?
I hope so.
and-
Maybe we'll
and
become
used-
TikTok famous because I keep saying tongue cannon.
tongue cannon. Like I literally just said, Luffy's fine after being shot in the chest by a tongue cannon.
That's not usually where I apply the tongue cannon.
Stop talking about applying tongue cannons. Chopper reminisces about his dad. Then Luffy Gum Gum Bazookas wobble into oblivion just as the rest of the Straw Hats show up. And then he
Reminds
leaps
me of the
onto them.
time I gum bazooka. I want to continue that.
Luffy jumps onto everyone when he shows up. He's like, "Look, my friends."
I thought you guys were terrorists.
I really appreciated Luffy's like filling everyone in, and then Usopp won't shut the fuck up in the background.
It
He's
is a
just like,
really good bit that they keep having. Having Usopp just ramble in the background about something, very good.
Yep. Dalton is inspired when he sees Chopper because he's like,
Yeah.
"Blue Nose, it's
Forgot about that
you.
little guy.
You're that fucked up guy that I saw and stopped from killing yourself that one time." And everyone sees Chopper and freaks out, and then Luffy chases him away. End of episode.
And then we're... Yeah, no, my notes are right. Episode 90 is after episode 89.
It's true.
Titled My Stupid Son. Background MVP, the what the hell is that thing guy.
Yep. Oh, that guy had that guy's face was funny.
It was very good. There's a lot of good faces in the
There's a lot of
back.
good
We're back
faces.
to good background MVP, or good background characters.
Yeah.
I know the background MVPs have been a little nebulous.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to do one for the last episode. Hold on, shut up.
All right. I was wondering at this point, I was like, are there just going to be cherry blossoms underneath the snow? Like maybe this island was the cherry blossom island that Hiraluk saw that like healed himself, and then like somehow like the snow's just been snowing for the past 6 years since he blew up. Like maybe he started the snow with blowing himself up or whatever. You know? That's not the case, but
No.
wouldn't that have been
I
cool?
figured it was going to be something similar like that, but
Yeah.
we're just not that clever, Matt.
That's fine. And then at this point was when I had the thought of, does Chopper ever go through puberty? Which I guess he doesn't.
No, he did.
He already did.
Yeah. They're just the thing is
I just want
humans.
to hear low voice Chopper, like, "Hello, it's me, Chopper. I would like to put chopsticks in my nose. Why would you make me call me your friend? I have a blue nose." Chopper.
I'm just staring at Matt right now.
That's fine. Why is Luffy so fucking creepy?
Oh yeah, he's like fucking,
Luffy's so fucking creepy.
It was Jack from The Shining.
Yeah,
Just
just like ripping his face down. He's like, Chopper, you're gonna be on my crew.
He's a passionate young man. He knows what he wants, and he wants people.
He does, specifically reindeer people.
Do you think Chopper has a social security number?
I don't know, folks. If you think Chopper has a social security number, please send it to us at
Just
funpiecepodcast@gmail.com.
You're gonna fucking answer this?
Does Chopper
I
have
mean-
a social security
Well,
number?
no, I'm not saying Chopper has a social security number. I'm asking, do you guys think the world of One Piece has social security?
Absolutely.
Have
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
have
There's
they made
a world government.
I
Yes.
believe that Oda has written down everybody's social security number.
Okay, question then.
Yeah.
Who has the highest and who has the lowest credit score of the Straw Hats?
Luffy has
Ooh.
0 credit.
Highest credit score obviously is Nami. She
Oh,
has
no,
the,
no
She has the
way.
most money.
There's no way she's not fucking piling on credit card debt.
No, but
no,
she
no,
never
there's-
uses her own money
but
to
there-
buy shit. She
you
always
th-
just takes money from
You
people.
think that woman trusts a bank to hold her money?
Oh,
No,
that's
that is
true.
Oh, yeah,
all in
she's the
her
kind of-
mattress.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
It's probably
I've-
Usopp.
I've met the kind of guy who's like, if you don't just buy gold bars, then you may as well be killing
Yeah,
yourself.
she probably has no credit at all because it's all just like
Usopp definitely has bad credit.
Usopp. No, I think Usopp's got good credit.
I think Sanji's got good credit.
Oh, fucking it is Sanji.
Sanji's definitely got the best credit.
He's the most. He is definitely the most.
if we're not
hygienic.
counting like Vivi, but she's
She's not on the
royalty.
crew. She's not on the crew.
not on the crew.
She's not part of the crew. Luffy didn't gaslight her into being on the crew. She's not on the crew.
Tony Chopper is definitely he's not even on the fucking grid.
No. Karoo. I hope Karoo sticks around.
Karoo has a social security number.
I hope Karoo sticks around. Does Karoo stick around?
Does Karoo stick around? Does Karoo die?
Does Karoo die?
Does Karoo die?
Don't
Did
you tell
kill,
me Karoo.
Did you
Karoo?
fucking kill Karoo?
Don't you tell me Karoo dies.
I personally murder Karoo. No, Karoo is alive. Karoo does not die before the end of Alabasta.
Does Karoo before the end of Alabasta?
Wait a minute.
What the fuck does that mean?
Karoo is still alive. That made it sound way more threatening, but
It
also
did.
that's the next arc you guys are in.
Does
Like,
Karoo stay on the crew?
I'm not answering that.
Karoo on the crew. We high fived. All right. Anyway, this is where Smash and Pass Kureha. It's a vicious cycle. She beats up Zoro because he's like, "Hey, it's that old lady."
Strongest human alive. He can John Wick anybody, but he can't John Wick her. She's
Karoo-
too young and single.
Yep. And then she also kicks through the wall and makes Sanji and Nami get back to the medical ward. Then she's like, "Hey, here's all the info you need to escape, but you better not escape.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it. But if you were to do it, my coat's over there and you can leave because I'm leaving with all of the doctors and all the people right now to go over here.
I left the passcode to the safe over here.
I left a bag full of food and all of the supplies you need to get all the way to Alabasta and then even beyond in this lovely basket. But don't you dare take it, bitch.
I left my extra car keys right over there by the nightstand.
I am going to kiss you goodbye, but not because I think you're going to leave, but just because I like to kiss you in the mouth.
Here's $1,200. Just for me. Don't take it.
I'm taking visual pictures of your body so I can remember it, so I can think about you in my another 139 years of life because I'm just a young, sexy, virile young lady named Dr. Kureha Doctorine.
I love you both. I'm not going any. Don't leave.
Don't leave me.
I'll murder you.
Chopper wants to join the crew but is working through his own baggage. Zoro bitches about telling to someone to shut up and join our crew isn't how you do it, but he's definitely the first and fastest one to join the crew.
Oh my god, he joined so quickly.
Like he's like, Luffy, that's not how you get someone to join your crew, but it's definitely how everyone has joined
You
the
know
crew
why?
so far.
Codependent.
Codependency.
He's very codependent.
On Karoo for sure.
Yeah. Who isn't?
And I loved at this point, Luffy doesn't even realize that Chopper's a doctor.
Yep.
He's just like, oh, he's just a cool little guy.
Shut up, let's go! I love this little guy.
Yep. Correa's trying to convince Chopper to stay. Then she starts throwing axes at him, so Chopper takes the crew and the sled down the mountain. Chopper, and this is where we were talking and we realized that Chopper's Airbud.
Yeah.
Chopper's Airbud and Correa's the boy throwing pudding cups and a basketball into, beach grass.
Do you think One Piece contains all media?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh.
So, like, if you just watch One Piece, you're basically watching every other piece of media that exists.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, there ain't no rules saying a reindeer can't play basketball.
And based on a look the historian gave me earlier tonight, I know for a fact that motherfucker dunks. And I know something else that I've only conceived through the threads of my mind.
How do you know it?
I know.
How do you know
And
it?
it's about sexy Tom Sawyer.
How do you? Okay, we'll get to sexy Tom
He's
Sawyer
in the next episode.
Does Chopper play basketball?
I said she made that face where she like.
Hold on.
Wait. What is this? Is Chopper really Airbud? Does he like pudding cups? Does Chopper like pudding cups?
Of course he likes pudding cups. Have you seen the guy?
You're laughing. What's wrong?
Basketball.
There's a Laboon basketball! Fuck. Is it available? Is that out of stock? I want that Laboon basketball so
Oh
bad.
my god, Matt, we could learn how to play basketball. We could do a basketball episode.
We could do a basketball
I don't want to
episode.
film myself playing
A basketball episode of the podcast? What would that even be? It'd just be a
Bad.
lot of like
and squeaky noises.
squeak, squawk,
Squeaky
squeak. Squeak, squawk, squid. Can we make the sounds of a basketball episode?
I don't want to do that. That's a boot. It's a boot. What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
scuffing up the table. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
squeak, squawk, squeak.
Just look up that one basketball commercial.
Chopper's Airbud, and we're trying to get him to run away, but also it's fine. At the same time, he stood between a clown and Luffy, and he ran to Luffy, his real father.
Yeah, remember when that time that Buggy and Luffy were like, "Come to me, Chopper, come to me. Come to me, Chopper, come to me." Do you want to know how I got these scars, Chopper?
They all stop it. They all get to the ship, and then Correa shoots off all the cannons that have Dr. Huluk's powder in them, and he makes cherry blossom tree snow.
Do you remember that time that Buggy was just a peasant who, when his father gave him to a knight, and he helped him when he did like the lancing competitions, and then the guy he was working for died, so he pretended to be him, and then he faked being royalty until he became a great champion. Then he was dubbed royalty, and it was called A Buggy's Tale.
Do you remember? When Buggy was in high school, and some guy paid him to date the older sister of two sisters, so that he could date the younger sister. So then he sang the Frankie Valli song on the stands of the school, but then later the older sister, after falling for Buggy, ends up finding out that it was just like a financial deal that Buggy made, and that he didn't actually like her, but then Buggy at that point had actually liked her, and then that was 10 Things I Hate About Buggy.
Do you remember when Buggy was wet and on a boat, and he wrote in a book, and it was called the Buggy Book? I've never seen the Notebook. There's a woman in it and Ryan Gosling. Amy Adams?
Rachel McAdams.
Same person.
I've never seen the movie, and I know that.
Gee, I've seen the Notebook. Have you? You mean the Note Buggy? Have you seen? Or do you remember when Buggy was kind of a drifter of sorts, and then he runs into a fucking pageant wagon with this old man who's a sort of a fortune teller, but also a performer, with his young daughter that he kind of isn't really his daughter, that he just kind of like adopted. So then they bring Buggy onto the pageant wagon to help travel around and do some entertainment for folks, and then Buggy goes into his Imaginarium, but then turns into like a different person that's not Buggy. It's more like Luffy or Zoro, but then like the rest of the
like
adventure
Johnny Depp and all
they're
the
going
people who
through.
look like Johnny Depp.
And it was called the Imaginarium of Dr. Bugnassus.
Do you remember that time? That
We still have one episode to go.
Did you shut up? Do you remember that time that Buggy had two abusive parents and they didn't acknowledge he had to hide his powers from them, the fact that he had telekinesis, and then he went to school and his teacher was really mean, or the principal was really mean.
Are you
And
making
then-
Buggy Matilda?
And then there's the chokey and a kid ate chocolate cake and then he went into then he got adopted by the nice teacher and
I
he
thought-
was Bugtilda.
I thought I do remember that. I thought
I'm bad at remembering movie plots.
I thought you were doing movie plots of like Heath Ledger movies and Heath Ledger Buggy.
I don't know that many Heath Ledger movies. I've never even seen.
You did one. You did Knight's Tale.
I know Knight's Tale.
Yeah.
It was on like all the time in my friend's college dorm.
Can I-
And then I watched it while I had COVID. It's a good movie.
Can
I've
I-
never seen 10 Things I Hate About Heath Ledger though.
I've never seen
Rip.
Knight's Tale all the way through. It's like a Christmas story.
long.
I've only seen like parts of it.
It's better than A Christmas Story.
I fucking hate Christmas stories.
It's got
Sorry
Alan
if that.
Tudyk in it.
I'm sorry if that's isolating some of our listeners, like some of the other very aggressive things I've said. I really don't like A Christmas Story.
Hey, it's fine.
It just doesn't go anywhere.
Do you want me to say something that'll upset somebody?
Don't. You've already said a lot of things regarding medical advice.
Okay, but they know that's not true. This one's true. I think Game of Thrones got really boring like 5 episodes into season 2. And I think Daenerys was a shitty character then, and I don't know why people were surprised that she was a Nazi. Fine.
Folks, if you have any strong opinions about things that we've talked about, or just strong opinions about anything that you don't like, send us a message at
Historian
pumpkinspodcast@gmail.com.
sighing so loudly.
Hey,
No, she's not actually a Nazi. But
Hey,
that's
we're
what
just-
people compared her to.
maybe someday more people will listen to this. Maybe not. It's to say we might.
At
we
this
might
point, they
isolate them
probably
right now.
shouldn't. What's up? What's your hot take?
Nothing. I was gonna say you get to a point in One Piece where there's characters and it's like we can't even compare them to Nazis. They just are Nazis. Don't worry, they are evil and they let them be evil.
Okay, it's not
Good.
gonna pull like a JoJo where there's a prominent Nazi character, but they really try to make him sympathetic.
No, they let these people just be evil.
Episode
All right.
91.
No
Now you
Nazis in this one.
have a safe trip, my stupid son, says Kureha.
Oh, my title for this is Sexy Tom Sawyer.
Hell yeah. Crew's back on the ship. They're watching Pink
I have
Snowfall.
a background MVP.
Boys are being rowdy. Nami assures Chopper he'll have to get used to it.
Oh, Karoo is okay.
Karoo
Forever
is
ago, Karoo fell
frozen.
in the water.
Crew forever
Crew's
ago
fine.
fell in the water, got frozen because of Zoro, but he's back and he's
Mm-hmm.
cool as shit.
And very importantly, Chopper points out, because he can understand Karoo, that he jumped in after Zoro because he thought Zoro maybe died or something.
Crew is the best.
Chopper just completely undermined a piece
Why?
because she was like, I can understand animals. I've got the understand animals fruit. That was her whole thing.
I'm pretty sure she had a different. What was the
Wasn't it
piece?
just understanding animals?
No, she had something else.
A
A piece in Warship Island, the worst filler arc ever. A piece. She had another.
What was it? Hold on.
Wasn't
Didn't she
it
have like
just
telekinesis
understanding?
or something? No, she could also understand animals. Just like
I'm
Luffy
pretty-
could understand animals, and Chopper also had a devil fruit and can understand animals.
No, I'm pretty sure that she just sucks.
I can go back in my notes, but
I don't even know how to spell her name.
it's a piss.
Piss. No, thank you. Piss One Piece.
I mean, there's a piece in Ranking of Kings.
The
as
Whisper
well.
Whisper fruit.
Yeah. Whisper was the
She could talk to dragons.
hiso fruit. Yeah, it just gives her the ability to understand and communicate telepathically with animals.
She could telepathically.
She's able to gain useful information from. No, it's just that they give her information about like there's a storm coming. This
Yeah.
person's on their way.
Yeah, but Luffy could also.
I will not
understand-
stop shitting on this useless child.
That's fine. Warship Island is the worst, and we've established this. some of our listeners,
Background MVP?
including Eleanor,
Obvious.
they have also said that worst arc ever. Worship Island, piece of shit. Worship Island,
A piece of shit.
a piece of shit. Nami's got Chopper's medical bag that Correa packed for him, and he didn't know.
She's a good mom. Did you notice that she has a wedding ring or wedding band?
Correa?
Yeah.
No,
Who's she married to?
probably Hero Look.
Probably.
Like
Historian, do you know? Does it come up?
Did Correa and Hero Look get wedded? Or maybe it was just like a promise ring. They both called Chopper their
Aw.
son.
Yeah.
They both called Chopper their son.
Does she have a wedding ring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe it might have been on her other hand, right?
I'm pretty sure it was her left hand.
Who's to say? Hey, people can wear rings on whatever fucking hand they want. You know?
I'm seeing if I can find a picture of her hand. I guess she had a lot of rings.
Yeah.
Maybe
She
it's
just
not
likes to wear
maybe it's-
rings on.
Maybe it's not a
whatever.
wedding band. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
But she and Hero Look both called Chopper their son. So like
Maybe we just want what we
they
can't
both
have.
they both have custody at least. They're putting fucking chopsticks in their noses and mouth at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy saying "Eat my boogers." Usopp,
Eat my boogers, Usopp. Eat my boogers.
Crew's going nuts, and Chopper's then like talking with Nami, and she's like, "It's okay, they're just a little rowdy." And then Chopper puts fucking chopsticks in his nose and mouth, and he's like, "Oh, this is the best thing I've ever had in my entire life of Chopper." And I'm like, Correa and Dalton definitely gonna bone.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of emotional stuff.
Definitely
and
a smash.
Matt was getting pizza at the time. Basically, Dalton's going to help fix Drum Island.
Dalton's gonna pick Drum Island. This episode was such a fucking lore dump. Holy shit.
It was like a recap. It's like, I know we took a divergence, but we're going to get back to like what we were talking about.
There was so much
We
fucking
don't even
lore.
have to talk about it. They explain what Baroque Works is again. They give us a whole fucking infographic about like all the different numbers.
Yeah. I will say I was
Who's
very
like Miss Merry Christmas or whatever.
they were going through there's all the different agents of Baroque Works.
Yeah.
There's fucking agents 1 through 13 where 12 of them are people, but then there's always one agent that is an animal of sorts. They all have their own fucking sidekick partners in crime. Crocodile is one of the 7 lore words. Okay, this is what's frustrating and confusing to me.
Okay.
Crocodile is one of the 7 warlords of the sea,
Yeah.
but he's also the head of Baroque Works.
You can have two jobs.
Yes.
Double dipping.
Which is like, yeah, he's fucking double dipping. So he's like helping
Well, he's
to make the government shit happen, but also he's working
So,
actively against the
I
government.
think the
at
7
same
warlords
time.
are just privateers.
Yeah.
So they're just like,
Like
oh yeah,
mercenaries
you
for
guys
hire.
like you do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're killing other pirates.
They're pirates to get rid of pirates.
So it's not like that's like, I mean, that like combines with his job as an assassin,
I
right?
guess so, yeah, but it was just very. But then, like, isn't Baroque Works trying to undermine? I guess it was established they're only specifically just trying to undermine Alabasta. They're not trying to undermine like the entire world government.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
And is this the first time we heard about the world government?
No, they've been talking about it for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, because the Marines are part of the
Oh,
they're
right,
part of the
right.
world government.
Yeah. They talk about it a lot more here.
They talk about a bunch of that bullshit. Whatever. We see Mr. 2/Bon Clay is at Little Garden beating fuckers up because Mr. 3's not there and he's supposed to kill him. He reminds me of Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh. I
I was
know
gonna
that's
say
a reference that
he
none of you get, but
reminds me of
maybe one of you will.
Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber, but fabulous.
Yeah, Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
He's got a swan boat ship. Fucking.
I had a note. Bon Clay too sexy.
He's got those legs.
Those legs.
And then we see him. Well, this is, I guess, I
Oh
skipped
yeah,
over it.
this
see him.
happens before. We get a flashback with Alabasta, and we meet Cobra Nefertiti.
Yep.
Nefertari,
Nefertari,
sorry.
who's the head of Alabasta,
Yeah.
Yep.
They talk about Dragon, who we met in Logtown.
with his big windy.
Yeah. He's got like the big face tattoo. Wobble slapped Vivi. Vivi's really tough. Dalton really respects it. Then. Oh, was that intentional? Is he based off of?
That's a thing a lot of people have picked up on.
Nice.
Because it's just like the bowl cut, I think. I think it's the bowl cut really like.
Can we post that on the Twitter? Can you like screenshot that and then send it?
I'll send you the link.
Send it to Mike.
Yeah, we get that whole flashback. We meet sexy Tom Sawyer.
Sexy cowboy Tom Sawyer,
Ace was his
named
name?
Ace.
Yeah.
He's been looking for Blackbeard, but he was also looking for Luffy.
Yeah, a pirate with a straw hat. He says that Luffy will
He says
know.
Luffy will know who he is.
Yeah. And we know what Ace looks like because the historian has a sexy,
figure.
detailed, muscular statue of him.
Hey. He just happens to be shirtless. It's up to you if you call that a sexy figure or not.
Everybody
He's-
knows my inclinations.
He's wearing shorts with cowboy boots.
I'd give that guy
How
a
is
tongue
he-
cannon. Wait, how old is he?
How old is he?
Oh,
How old is he?
He's like a couple years older than Luffy.
I don't feel
You
like
bet-
that's still too young.
There's a
for
couple, and then there's a few.
17.
Yeah.
He's at least 8.
So he's legal, but I won't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put
Ace?
myself in jail.
I want to know how Luffy would know who Ace is.
I think they're related
Really?
because he's got on that statue. He's got cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Luffy's got jorts.
Yeah.
They both have hats.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going on.
So is he?
Tell me I'm wrong.
Is he?
That is stronger than so many One Piece fan theories I've ever heard.
Is he Monkey D Ace?
Monkey Dick Ace.
What's the D stand for? We were talking about this.
Oh
What
yeah, there's
does
like
the-
a whole thing. They Correa mentions Gold D Roger, and we've heard
yeah,
the
Gold
historians say Gold D Roger. and,
Yeah.
like that's his actual name.
Yeah, it's not Gold Roger. It's Gold D. It's Gold D Roger.
she does make mention. She goes, "Oh, is that what he's going by nowadays?" So
Yeah, Gold Roger.
in his death, it was published Gold Roger.
Yeah, but
So
it was
there's like a
Gold D
misprint.
Roger.
So do you think that just the greatest pirates have big D energy?
I mean, they got it.
They gotta have.
If there's Monkey D Garb, Monkey D Luffy,
Garb.
I'm assuming
Monkey D.
Monkey
Ace.
D Ace, and
Monkey
Gold D Roger.
D.
Do you think
Who
D
else
is-
doesn't have a lot? Monkey D Zoro? No, Zoro has a
No,
name.
do you think D is now? Do you think that D is
Dragon?
No. Do you think D is do you think D is like a surname of sorts? Like it's a maiden name of
I don't
sorts,
know.
maybe?
Because
Or
it's
like a-
technically the like Monkey D is their surname.
Well, I think Monkey would be the surname, and then D. I
It's
don't
like
know.
a middle name.
Or maybe D is the surname.
Dinkus.
Maybe D is the surname, just D, and then Monkey is like a middle name. So like Monkey D Luffy, Monkey D Garp. Interesting,
Who else
folks.
doesn't
If
have a
you
last
want to
name?
let us know your
Monkey
your
D Nami.
thoughts.
Monkey D Nami.
No,
she's
stop
an
it.
orphan. What if
What if everyone's related, like the
Luffy.
Skywalkers? Maybe everyone's fucking. Is everyone
Do you-
fucking?
Do you guys want a semi-spoiler?
We're already kind of spoilered on. Is this gonna make us like shout?
Monkey D Tony
No.
Chop?
Actually, Mike got it in one. Never mind.
Knew it.
I'm ready for it. Lay it on me.
You guys are on the right track of D being something special. But the spoiler I have for you is, for those of us caught up with the manga, we're still waiting to find out what it means.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Hell yeah. You know what we need to get into though?
Maybe it stands for done piece. Because when it's over,
You know what we need to
it'll
jump
be
into though?
one done piece of media.
We got a couple emails this week.
Oh shit, that sucks.
I
don't think you're doing it right. I don't think. No, think the think the Mario Underground theme. Bada bada bada.
Or do we
Right?
want to
Is
do
that
the
right?
game first? Should we do the game first? Do you have the game?
Well, she can't. The Laboon ball is out of
She's-
stock.
Yeah, okay.
We
All right,
can't
we'll
play
do
the game.
emails first, then we'll do the game.
Nespresso machine.
Yeah?
Oh, the Nespresso.
Are you ready for the game?
Hold on, this Nespresso machine's only $98.
Folks, this is great podcast content. I'm going to jump right into emails.
Oh no, it looks like shit.
Historians making faces at me because they Definitely want
Monkey
to.
D. Usopp?
No. Who do you think is most likely? So now there's 6 members of the crew.
I bet Dragon is
There's
Zoro's
6 members
dad.
of the crew. There's Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Nami, Sanji, Chopper. 6.
Yep.
We need 4 more.
Yeah, because you said 10, right?
So this fucking Ace dude's probably going to join.
So this week's game
Wait, I know
is
somebody's.
an image in your Discord whenever you're
All
ready.
right. Can I just make a prediction before we do our game? So I'm gonna say this guy Ace joins the crew, and then I've heard about a saxophone skeleton dude, and then there's some big fucking dude named Frankie I've heard about, and then
There's a lady you think is Miss All Sunday.
there's someone named Robin I've
Yeah.
heard about through spoilers that I think is Miss All Sunday. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who's to say? But that's 10. That's 10.
Wait, okay, hold on. There's
That's 10 right there.
Hold on,
Boom.
can you?
Wait, who are the 4 other ones? So we got Robin, who might be Miss All
So we
Sunday.
got the 6 we got now with Chopper.
Yeah.
And then I said Ace.
Yep.
We got some dude who's a skeleton who plays the saxophone. I think. I don't know. There's some big buff man named Frankie. And then there's Robin, who I think is named. There's a person named Robin, I believe, through spoilers. I haven't confirmed this because I don't want to know any more spoilers. But there's a person named Robin who I'm pretty sure is Miss All Sunday.
I don't think Ace is one of them. Because
Think
I think
Ace is there.
No, because it's so fucking hard to.
Is he like a buggy?
No,
If he's always
Twitter
there?
spoiled something about Ace for
Oh,
me.
don't fight. It was
purely visual.
Sexy.
Purely visual. I don't
behind.
have any like verbal context, like any like textual context. I just saw a picture.
Should we try to unravel this, or should we just?
Do you want me to tell you what I saw?
I don't know, because I basically just told
The
you.
historian knows what I saw.
I mean, I kind of just told you like a bunch of all the things that I know.
Yeah.
Everyone
Well,
out
I know
there
there's,
in
like,
the universe, everyone listening, you just heard what I know.
I'll say because of fucking TikTok and Twitter, and I'm not going out of my way to look for it.
Higher?
Yeah, there's that.
That
I think there's like a fish guy.
like a fishman,
Yeah, I think a fishman joins.
Hachi. Hachi's dead.
It's not hot. I don't know who he is.
Is it Big Lips Phil?
Maybe his dad?
Maybe it's Big
It's
Lips.
definitely not Big Lips Phil.
I think it's Big Lips.
right?
It's Big Lips Phil's dad.
It might be Big Lips Phil's dad. Maybe it's Arlong's dad. But there's like I've seen because they're showing pictures. I think it was like a tattoo a guy was getting, and there was a fish man on it. Oh, the picture? The fucking picture. This picture is Luffy just eating a bunch of radishes and buns and some mashed
No,
potatoes.
it's definitely meat. It's meat on a stick.
Oh,
Let me know this was the alternate image. It's from the same episode.
Just a big boy.
The alternate image option.
Good.
oh, that's from the. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. This is from the fucking Alabasta arc. This has to be. Look in the background. Look at all the people.
What makes you think that's
They're wearing like
Alabasta?
desert attire.
Yeah.
And Alabasta's hot. We saw some of the people from Alabasta.
All right. Well, what
Right.
number? What number do you think it is?
Matt, what number episode are we on?
We're in episode 90.
92.
92 is the next episode we
I
watch.
think it's
and
episode 92.
39 episodes.
I think this is episode 92. if
I'm gonna say
you say
it's
93.
episode
I'm going to
93.
say tongue cannon again.
90. It's 93.
It's episode 94.
I won. But fuck, damn it!
Shit.
I want to get the number right on the money.
Motherfucker.
Damn, fuck. Everyone,
Shit.
everyone.
If you also need to say a cuss word at home, now's your time to do
Yeah.
so.
Email us a
Fucker.
cuss word, everyone, if you want.
I'll post it on Twitter, but I
Um,
won't like it. I punched my foot.
Um,
Hurt.
we got emails, folks. We got emails from you wonderful people. Thank you so much for sending emails again. We got another one from friend of the show, Eleanor. They have sent an email in saying the answer to historian's question from the other week, plus the other thing. It says, since you wanted me to actually name the arc that I believe to have both the worst and best drawn out fights, it's the whole Cake Island arc. What does a Cake Island look like? That's what I want to know. Do you think it looks like Mr. Three's shitty Halloween cake.
Syrup Island just didn't.
There was no syrup at all.
Syrup Village. Sorry.
Anyway, Eleanor continues. Also, in case the historian hasn't clarified this already by the time you read this, I noticed you've encountered a character that one of you called Mr. 2, while the other one thought they were called Bon Clay. The thing is, we are both right. Mr. 2 is Bon Clay and vice versa. You know how Baroque works agents usually come in pairs, consisting of a numbered male agent and a female agent named after a holiday or the like? Well, Mr. 2 is their own partner. So also
What the
have a
fuck?
holiday name. Bon Clay references some kind of festival.
What the
believe.
fuck is he 2 people?
Thank you, Eleanor, for your email, friend of the show. Thank you so much.
Monkey D. Bon Clay.
Monkey. And the D stands for
Bon Clay.
do. Like
Monkey
two.
Do Bon Clay.
Monkey do Bon Clay.
Monkey Do Luffy.
The do. Monkey do Bon Clay.
Monkey Do
Bon
Garp.
Clay. Monkey do Lucy.
Monkey Do Luffy.
Monkey do Ace.
Hey, hold on, Matt. Pause. I'm so sorry for all our French Canadian or French speaking listeners. Monkey Do.
All right. Also, we have another.
DD.
We have another email. Do you want to read it or should I read it?
I'll read it.
I have some background as well through text to add to the email.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you can read the email.
Okay. Hello, Fun Piece Podcast. Still need to listen to part 1 of Drum Island, but Matt mentioned you were recording tonight, so I figured this came at 4:35 today.
Yeah, this
and
is
it's currently 8:19.
Right down to the wire.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Matt mentioned you were recording tonight, so I figured I was caught up enough to send an email. I think episode 14 might be my favorite so far. Hard to beat an episode that includes references to fighting foodons, Baki the Grappler, thank you, and my wedding, plus the continued documentations of the actions of unrepentant killer Roronoa. No, shut the fuck. Runo Zoro. Finally beat Yakuza Like a Dragon last week. Fuck, I got like 60 hours into Yakuza Like a Dragon, and I didn't end up beating it because I spent all of 2020 playing all of the Yakuza games back to back. They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
I would die for...
Anything else in the email?
Shut the fuck up. I would die for Kiryu. Finally beat Yakuza Like a Dragon last week, which I mentioned because I really hope someday we somehow get a Straw Hat Crew / Ishiban's crew crossover. I think the historian sent me a thing that mentioned that the cast of Like a Dragon is based on the One Piece crew.
Interesting.
And that tracks.
Oh.
Ishiban, is so wholesome. Okay. Means number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crocodile.
I do want that.
Oh, no, he's 0. Is there a number 1? We haven't encountered number 1 yet.
No. Anyways, excited to listen to the two of you meet Anthony Chopper. Anthony Chopper, MD. Munch, yours truly, definitely not John Cena.
I have a postscript that says
Kitty postscript.
PS. I have read One Piece so many freaking times and have never questioned why Mr. Three's cake is Halloween themed. I'm in shambles.
This is the content we're bringing.
This is what we're bringing, folks. This is what we're bringing to you.
all you
Bringing that heat.
all you all you anime nerds, you just lop it up. You just ooh, give me my Naruto. Look at that ninja boy run. You just don't even question it. You're just like, yeah, I guess they're gonna fight for 20 episodes. But me and Matt are here to bring the hot takes, and that's why we say, don't vaccinate your kids.
Stop. I was.
You were so here for me making fun of people watching anime.
Please don't listen to any medical advice that we've been given.
Oh,
or
no.
Be given.
That
throughout
one
this.
ninja with the one eye, he's gonna poke my butthole. I read a little bit of Naruto in middle school.
Yeah.
I got bored.
Is it Naruto or is it?
It is
Naruto?
Naruto because I worked with kids who got visibly angry at me when I said Naruto. It's
Interesting.
Naruto.
Hey, folks, if you have any strong opinions about Naruto versus Naruto, please send us an email at funpeacepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, could you write in about how to pronounce Naruto? Just
we-
spell it how it sounds.
Thank you all so much for continuing to listen. Again, we keep talking about trying to make the podcast shorter, but now we're, again, an hour and 40 minutes in.
It's shorter than last time. We're
It is
getting
shorter.
there.
We're getting...
Just to end it now.
Oh, man. But yeah, thank you all so much. Please keep listening. Spread the word. We're having fun. Continue to do this. I think we should cut down on the false medical advice.
It's like the more you say that, the more I'm going to do it.
Oh, I know. I should just stop referencing it at all. I will save this patient. I say
Hey.
a lot. I should stop saying
We should say what we always say to people. And I'm not going to mention the vaccination kit.
Okay.
That the whole thing was a joke. Vaccinate your children. Be safe. Medical advice.
I'm glad you're saying it at the very end when someone could have shut it off.
Well, you
a
know
long
what?
time ago.
Only true fans should know the truth.
That's true.
I'm just going to say, and we'll end it after this.
Okay.
All right? Remember, if you really love your partner, make sure you go down and give them a good tongue cannon. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Send us an email. Send us a transponder snail at fuzzbeatspodcast@gmail.com.
So next is the Alabasta
Oh,
arc.
yeah,
You
we
never
forgot about that.
determined
Keep listening. Don't turn it off yet. It's
What?
still going.
what you're watching. So the Alabasta arc in the anime is 39 episodes. I'm not sure how you want to fully break that out. If you just want to do 4 episodes, 10, 10, 10, and 9.
Yeah, we'll do 10 episodes. We're watching 10 fucking episodes.
Episodes.
This is the first very
lot.
long haul arc you are encountering.
Let's say we'll do 10 episodes for the next one, and then if it's too much, then we'll renegotiate.
You can dial it back
How's
down.
that sound?
I'm doing my Naruto hand gestures.
All right, folks, we're going to be listening or watching episodes 92 to 101. Yeah? Is that 10?
I think that's math.
Yeah. We'll be doing those 10 episodes for the next episode of the podcast. And then hopefully we'll have some information about the cooking episode and when we're going to release that at some point.
Do you remember that time that I really aggressively tried to end this episode with a tongue cannon joke?
I remember that. Yep.
I guess improv is good for something.
Airbud.
Do you remember that time that Dr. Anthony Chop and just cut it off here?
That's too damn bad.